I think a lot of people believe the reason they are not getting the results they want is because they need a better script or they need better leads. They think they need a better CRM or a new marketing strategy, something no one else is doing. Or maybe they're thinking, I just need to post more videos or find that perfect referral partner. And maybe, just maybe, some of that is true. But sometimes the thing holding you back is a whole lot more basic than that. Sometimes, before somebody ever gets the chance to understand how talented you are, how experienced you are, or how hard you're willing to work for them, they have to already make a decision about you. They make that decision based on how you show up. They make it based on how you spoke. They make it based on how confident you appear. And they make it based on whether or not you seem like somebody they could trust with one of the largest financial decisions of their life. I'm Dustin Owen, and this is The D.O. Show. They don't teach this shit in school, but they should. I'm Dustin Owen, and for the past 20 years, the mortgage industry has been my classroom. I've helped over 2,000 families become homeowners, built a $1 billion mortgage operation from scratch, and earned my way into the top 1% of income earners worldwide. Along the way, I became a real estate investor, a business owner, and have invested in over 20 tech startups, even hitting a 20x return on one of my investments. This isn't theory, it's experience. Welcome to The D.O. Show, where I teach the lessons life taught me the hard way. Today, I want to walk you through 5 reasons you may not be getting the results you want in your business. It may not be all 5, but there is a pretty good chance that 1 or 2 of these are costing you opportunities right now. And I'm not sharing these as somebody who has everything figured out, because trust me, I don't. I have spent my entire career in sales. I have coached thousands of mortgage professionals and salespeople, but I'm still a salesperson myself. I still have to earn trust, I still have to build relationships, and I still have to communicate clearly, which doesn't always happen. I still have to remind myself of these 5 same things that I'm going to share with you. The first reason you may not be getting the results you want is your appearance. How you look and how you dress speak before you ever open your mouth. Now, I'm not saying you need to wear a 3-piece suit every day. And ladies, I'm not telling you to go find those pantyhose and put them back on. That's not the point. You need to understand your audience, understand the environment you are walking into, and dress like you take the opportunity seriously. There is a difference between being casual and being careless. You can dress casually and still look sharp. You can wear jeans and still look professional. You can be comfortable without looking like you just wandered out of your house because somebody told you there'd be free breakfast. When you walk into a realtor office or a networking event, a client meeting, or a closing, people are paying attention. They may not say anything. They may not even consciously realize that they're doing it, but they are deciding whether you look like somebody who has their act together. And when you work in mortgage, your clients are trusting you with a major financial transaction. Your referral partners are trusting you with their reputation and their paycheck. If a realtor sends you a client, they're putting their name on the line. So your appearance should communicate that you respect the opportunity, you respect yourself, and you respect the people you're meeting with. The second reason is the way you speak. Some people simply do not sound professional. That does not mean you need to become stiff, fake, or overly formal. It does not mean you need to use giant words that nobody understands. In fact, the best communicators are usually the people who can make complicated topics sound simple. But there is a difference between being conversational and being sloppy. The language you use with your closest friends may not be the language you should use with a client who is nervous about buying their first house. The way you text your family may not be the way you should respond to a realtor asking for an important loan update. You need to know your audience. Can you explain the loan process clearly? Think that one through. Can you give a difficult update without sounding panicked? Can you answer a question directly without talking in circles for 10 minutes? Can you speak with authority without sounding arrogant? The mortgage business is filled with terminology that consumers do not understand. They do not want to lecture on underwriting guidelines. They want to know what is happening, what they need to do next, and whether they should be concerned. Period. That's it. Your ability to communicate that calmly and clearly is part of the service you provide. You may know more than everybody else in the room, but if you cannot communicate it in a way that makes people feel comfortable, that knowledge is not going to help you nearly as much as it should. The third reason is a lack of confidence. People can feel when you're uncertain. They hear it in your voice. They see it in your posture. They notice when you avoid eye contact, hesitate through every answer, or appear afraid to lead the conversation. This is one of the rare situations where I might actually tell you to fake it until you make it. Normally, I don't love that phrase. Too many people use it as permission to exaggerate what they have accomplished or pretend they have experience that they actually don't have. So I'm not telling you to lie. I'm not telling you to act like you have closed 1,000 loans when you haven't even closed 10. I'm telling you to carry yourself with confidence while you are earning the experience. Stand up straight. Put your shoulders back. Look people in the eye. Smile. Give a firm handshake. Speak clearly. Do not apologize for being in the room. Confidence is not pretending you know every answer. Sometimes the most confident response is, I'm not completely sure, but I will find out and get you the correct answer. That is much stronger than making something up and hoping nobody notices. Confidence comes from being prepared. Confidence comes from preparation. If you know your products, understand your guidelines, practice your conversations, and keep your commitments, you will naturally become more confident. But when you are building that confidence internally, you still need to present yourself like somebody who belongs in the business. The fourth reason you may not or might not be seeing the results you want is that you are not experienced enough yet. That one can be hard to hear. Everybody wants the success before they have spent the time developing the skill. They want the production of somebody who has been in the business for 15 years while putting in the effort of somebody who has been in it for 15 months. Sometimes you simply do not know what you do not know. You have not had enough conversations. You have not handled enough difficult loans. You have not experienced enough market cycles. That's something that only time can teach you. You have not studied enough. You have not been coached enough. That's something you can change today. That does not mean you cannot become successful. It means you have to become intentional about speeding up your education. What are you reading? Who are you learning from? Are you listening to people who actually have built the business you want? Or are you listening to somebody who speaks to you in theory? Are you reviewing your losses? When a realtor chooses another lender, do you ask yourself why? When a client does not move forward, do you study where the conversation fell apart? When a loan runs into trouble, do you learn from it? Or do you blame processing, underwriting, the borrower, the market, or anyone else that you can find? Experience is not just the amount of time you have spent in the business. Some people have 20 years of experience. Other people have 1 year experience repeated 20 times. They stopped learning a long time ago. That's who you don't want to be. And if you are that person, you can stop being that person today. You need to be a student of your profession. Study sales, study communication, study the mortgage products, study the economy, study what your clients are experiencing, study what realtors are dealing with. By studying your clients and studying your realtors, that allows you to operate with empathy, and empathy sells. You do not become one of the best in your market by accident. You become one of the best by making a decision that you are going to keep improving long after everyone else becomes comfortable. The fifth reason is that you're not well known enough. You may be great at what you do, but if nobody knows who you are, your talent has a limited reach. You do not know enough people, and enough people do not know you. That can be corrected, but it requires intentional effort. What organizations are you involved in? What networking events are you attending? Which realtor offices are you visiting? Are you building relationships with financial planners, insurance professionals, builders, attorneys, CPAs, and people who serve the same clients you want to serve? And when you go to an event, are you really showing up? Like, look, there's a difference between attending and participating. Some people walk into a networking event, find the 3 people they already know, stand in the corner with them for an hour straight, and then go home saying the event was a waste of time. The event was not the problem. You showed up physically, but you did not show up professionally. When you attend an event, have a goal. Meet 5 new people. Reconnect with 5 people you already know. Ask questions. Learn about their business. Find ways to serve them. Then follow up afterward. You do not need to launch into an immediate sales pitch. No, build an actual relationship. The most connected people are usually not the people who collected the most business cards. They are the people who consistently followed up, stayed in touch, introduced people to one another, and became valuable to their network. Relationships compound. One relationship leads to another. One introduction can lead to a partnership. One realtor relationship can turn into years of business. But you have to put yourself in the rooms where those relationships can begin. So when you look at your business and wonder why the results are not where you want them to be, start with these 5 areas. Are you presenting yourself professionally? Are you communicating clearly? Are you carrying yourself with confidence? Are you becoming more knowledgeable and experienced? And are you intentionally expanding your network? You do not need to fix all 5 overnight. Pick the one that is hurting you the most. Maybe you need to upgrade your presentation of yourself or how you present yourself. Maybe you need to practice your communication. Maybe you need to spend the next 90 days studying your craft. Or maybe you just need to attend more events and meet more people with more intentionality. Wherever it is, start there. Because sometimes the next level of your business does not require a new lead source, a new sales script, or some complicated strategy. Sometimes it requires becoming a stronger version of the person already running the business. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel for more conversations on mortgage, sales, leadership, and building a business that lasts. I'm Dustin Owen. Thanks for watching The DO Show.